from 2K Sports. We're honoring diversity and culture tonight with the NBA celebration of Noche Latina. Our game tonight featuring the Los Angeles Lakers as they go up against the Milwaukee Bucks. Alongside Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, I'm Brian Anderson. We'll talk to Allie LaForce, who's on the sidelines as well. Allie, take it away.
Well, guys, Giannis ain't...
Squad goals, Allie. Thank you. And a chance to see the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Always fun to see where everyone in the league stands. You look at Denver, knocked out of that top three, moving down to the fourth spot.
Checking out the Lakers, they established early on that this was the position they were aiming for. All they need to do now is maintain this great level of play or even aim a little higher.
Now let's take a look at the Bucks' opening lineup. They've got Giannis Antetokounmpo, Dante DiVincenzo out there with Drew Holiday. Then there's Gordon Hayward, and it's Jones in at the center position, locking down the middle. And for the Lakers, LeBron and KCP, they're the guards. Montrezl Harrell is out there with Dwight Howard, and it's Kuzma in at the small forward. Now, here is James. Looking at his... Oh, my! Big time right there.
It never gets old seeing LeBron throw it down, especially when he decides to do it with a little flavor.
And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
Woo!
B.A., that's lit. Ferocious all the way. Man, that was good.
Ammonia strong, we call that. Wear that rim out.
Now, here is James. 6 to shoot, and Dante DiVincenzo is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Well, Grant, as you watch the league since you retired, what has been the biggest change in your mind?
Yeah, B.A., there's been a number of changes. The one change that I think that really stands out, of course, is this idea of load management. You know, teams think big picture with players, and now when guys get hurt, or if guys are nursing injuries from years past, there's this notion that we have to manage the season, and every game is not of importance. But what's important is the health and safety of players throughout the course of their career. And I'll tell you what, I think I would have benefited greatly with this sort of new NBA and emphasis on player rest.
Antetokounmpo with the block.
And the long reach of Antetokounmpo, I mean, stretches for days. And because of that, he's excellent at challenging shots.
Here's Jones. Oh, he used the shot fake to create the angle, but he couldn't get it to fall. James goes in, and that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
You know, LeBron James is so strong and able to finish through contact because of it. You got to wrap him up. You got to get him before he gets that ball up in the shooting motion, because contact other than that doesn't bother him.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there. You know, guys, I would call that methodical but explosive. You know, he waits for the opportunity, and then boom, right to the rack.
The Bucks have gone 3 of 4 to get things going. Holiday with the ball. Playing Phoenix, he was nearly unstoppable. And it's Antetokounmpo with the miss. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. Pass to Jones. And the shot is good on the assist by Holiday.
And Holiday takes this responsibility seriously. When someone is open on his squad, he gets it to them.
James against DiVincenzo. Now, here is James. Tight defense on him. Giannis with the rebound. Milwaukee has gone 1 for 2 from beyond the arc in this first quarter.
Well, you know, what do you get when you take the league's most athletically gifted player and combine that with an insatiable appetite to improve? You want the answer? It's Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Now, here is James. Caldwell Pope. Kuzma outside. This one for 3. Rebounded by the Bucks. And you talk about Giannis's approach to the game, Clark. Man, he is all business.
No doubt about it, B.A. I mean, that Mamba mentality, not trying to be friends with anybody. He's looking to eliminate distractions, stay focused, and this man is clearly on a mission.
Jones misses. The Lakers trail. Here's James. Pass to Harrell. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. It's on Drew Holiday. And some changes here for the Lakers. Morris, he's checked in for Howard. Caruso comes in for Kuzma. And it's Thomas in for James. For Milwaukee, they've gone 4 of 8 and looking in control. Oladipo outside. And here is Antetokounmpo, guarded by Morris. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Lakers. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Here's Thomas. Drives to the hoop. Caruso misses.
You know, you don't always get that opportunity, so those are the ones you hate to miss.
Antetokounmpo outside. Oh, and the dunk by Antetokounmpo.
How about the flash by Antetokounmpo? I mean, just an insanely talented athlete who loves to punish that rim.
And Caldwell Pope gets it to go.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Inside. And Antetokounmpo with the basket on the assist by Oladipo. Antetokounmpo's got 8 points. The Lakers call timeout. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Milwaukee this season.
And with this matchup being East versus West, this is the first of only 2 meetings between these teams.
And, you know, there's always a bit of a feeling out process in that first game between opponents. A lot different than when you've played a team you're familiar with.
Milwaukee in the lead. Oladipo, right side. Satoransky outside. Takes a 3. Offensive board. Antetokounmpo. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen. One of the things I like about Giannis Antetokounmpo is how much pride he takes in where he came from. His parents moved from Nigeria to Greece, working tirelessly to give their children a better life, and it was a team effort. His parents, he and his brother, all working together to make ends meet.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
And again, the Lakers, no good. For Milwaukee, they've gone 8 for 14 from the floor. Here's Oladipo. Oh, denied by Harrell.
Oh, we talk about Harrell's high level of activity. They're demonstrating it with a great block.
It's tipped. Here's Nora. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Wide open look. And it's off the back of the rim. No good.
Well, the defense got lucky there with him missing it, but they don't want to chance that again.
Pass to Harrell. And Harrell throws it down.
Yeah, first and foremost, he's a pass-first team player. It's Caldwell Pope. Love seeing that.
Milwaukee has gone 1 for 5 from deep in this first, struggling from that area. Here's Nora. There's the triple. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo. And that one goes in. And the Bucks lead by 6. Here's Caldwell Pope. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Bucks ahead, up by 6. Don't go away. We'll be back with the second quarter in just a moment. And when asked about his goals this past offseason, this is what Giannis Antetokounmpo recently told us.
For me personally, I just want to get better. I want the team to get better. I want me to get better individually and just win the whole thing.
And for Giannis, the consistency from range has been a focal point.
Yeah, the more accurate he is from outside, the wider the driving lanes become, making him near impossible to stop.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And when you consider how the Bucks are doing, guys, your thoughts?
Simply put, they look totally fearless on the defensive end.
Well, you know, the defense, guys, is just disruptive, active, and energetic, and you can't afford to be loose with the ball against these guys.
Taking a look at the Bucks. Drew Holiday out there with Damian Lee. Then there's Gordon Hayward, and it's Jones in at the 5. Boy, one trend we've seen over the years in the NBA, Grant, is an increase in the number of possessions per game.
And NBA, that's by design. You know, back in the early 2000s, the NBA wanted to speed up the game. They took away some of the physicality in the game. And as that happened, it coincided with the embracing of the three-point shot. And so now the pace has picked up. It's more up and down. It's exciting to watch. I think for the players, they enjoy playing this style of basketball, and that has contributed in large part to the number of possessions growing and increasing as it is in today's game.
Never been as fast, never been as skilled as it is right now in the NBA.
Very true.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
It's hard to argue against the fact that Giannis Antetokounmpo is the game's most physical slasher. He said, quote, in the NBA, they want you to flop. When you're strong and you go through contact, they don't hit the foul call. But he said that flopping is not who I am. I'm just going to try and power through. Guys?
Well, that's what the fans want to see, Allie. Thanks. Now, here is James. 9 points in the game.
Good offense squaring up against better D there. You got to appreciate that stop.
To the middle. Ooh, Morris with a steal. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Holiday against James. And count it. Now 5 for 7.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Now here's Jones. He's averaging about 6 points per game. Morris against Hayward. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Hayward. And now a look at the upcoming schedule for the Los Angeles Lakers. On Friday, they'll be taking on Chris Middleton and the Charlotte Hornets. And then on Sunday, they'll defend home court against the Memphis Grizzlies.
And you know, for that matchup with the Nuggets.
What a throwdown! Boy, LeBron's so strong, so athletic, so smart. I mean, a bunch of his points come when he's driving full speed downhill, and he's impossible to stop.
Milwaukee calls timeout. Their last game, a win against the Suns. Looking to carry it into this one.
Oh my, talk about mental toughness. The crowd was roaring against them, but they were able to focus and finish the task at hand.
Well, you know, it takes character, poise, toughness to win on the road, and that's exactly what they showed last game.
And the Bucks making a change here. DiVincenzo's checked in. Now here's Holiday, looking for his first basket, still in this one. Hayward outside. Shot clock at 5. Oh, an amazing finish with a hand right in his face.
Not backing down from anyone. Hayward looking determined to score on the intense coverage. Oh, man, he got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open.
And I like it. I mean, some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in there, but for me, I don't mind a little extra.
Here's Lee, defended by Dragic. It's stolen by Howard. Kuzma against DiVincenzo. Kuzma down low. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
You know, you can't go for that if you're the defender. Kuzma is really good at faking you out with the ball fake.
And he knocks down the first one. And the Lakers making a change here. Thomas is checked in. Giannis Antetokounmpo is checked in for the Bucks. That one drops. He ties it up. For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Jones, his shot is good.
He's starting to find himself out there now. You know, he's taking much better shots here in the second quarter.
The Lakers have gone a terrific 4 of 5 here in the second quarter. Here's James, and the shot's good. James has got 11 points in the quarter.
Hard to play better defense than that, guys. I mean, but right there, James simply overpowered it.
Jones, his shot is good.
At the offensive end, he's been assertive and efficient, guys. A big reason why they hold this lead right now.
For 3, James. Giannis with the rebound. Antetokounmpo's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Pass to Holiday. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Dragic. Here's Holiday, takes it inside, and Holiday powers it home.
Boy, I'll tell you, when Holiday shifts gears, he quickly leaves people behind.
And here's Dragic. James up top from downtown. James can't get that one to fall. For Milwaukee, they've gotten 5 of 7 shots to go in the second. Kuzma against Hayward, driving to the basket. Yep, that one goes. And the Bucks lead by 6.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
Changes now for the Lakers. Harrell's checked in for Kuzma. Caldwell Pope comes in for James. And it's Caruso in for Dragic. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Here's Thomas. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change.
Thomas so good at creating space for himself off the screen. I mean, that's high basketball IQ on display there.
Oladipo outside. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Ooh, Morris with a steal. Now Harrell. DiVincenzo with the steal. They push it up 4 on 3. Antetokounmpo, that's good. Antetokounmpo has got 12 points.
Hey, you know, in the age of analytics, there's a ton of talk about player efficiency these days, and as we can see by Antetokounmpo's performance tonight, his efficiency, extraordinary.
.124 left in the first half of this game.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
Pass to Ilyasova. Soft touch off the glass. And now an 8-point Bucks lead.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
Thomas. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
It's amazing what Thomas can do with that rock. I mean, he's got perfect control of the dribble leading into the shot.
Oladipo on the wing. There's 49 seconds left to play in the first half. And the foul called on Victor Oladipo. That's his first foul. So it's the Lakers now. They trail by 6. Harrell the screen. On the take. And Giannis Antetokounmpo picks up that foul. That's his first foul of the game. 41 seconds left in the second period. Here's Thomas. Just 5 to shoot. To the inside. Here's Caruso, covered by Satoransky, and they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. Howard's checked in for Morris. For Milwaukee, they've gotten 8 of their first 10 to go. Great shooting here in the second quarter. Here's Satoransky. Misses the 3. For Los Angeles, they've gone 7 for 11 in the second quarter. Here's Caldwell Pope. Howard, the screen. Into the lane. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. There's San Ilyasova picks one up.
Nice job that time using that strong body of his inside. Once Howard has positioning, I think you got to wrap him up.
He makes 1 of 2 that time. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. The Bucks on top. They lead by 5. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, tremendous first half. Glad to have you back. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. A tremendous game we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 12 points, 2 steals, and 1 block. Tonight isn't an exception as looking back at his last few games, he's been stringing together some incredible performances. And Kenny, what did you think about what we saw from Milwaukee?
Well, we're seeing Giannis in attack mode. He's playing with real tenacity and making every shot count. It's a relentless siege, and the other team is struggling to recover from it.
Shaq, your take on the Lakers.
I was surprised at some of the recklessness. They were scattered, sloppy ball handling, just too many turnovers. It gets back to fundamentals. Forget the highlight reel pass, make the effective one. Simple bounce pass. John Wooden taught us that in the 40s, 30s, 50s, whenever he was coaching. Just play under control. Simple ball, dude.
And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter set to begin in just a few.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. You know, LeBron James has been exceptional here, guys.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. waited until he got the looks he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
LeBron and KCP, they're the guards. Montrezl Harrell is out there with Kyle Kuzma. And it's Howard in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's who's in the game for the Lakers.
Slams it down with two hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
James against Antetokounmpo. Here's Harrell. That shot is off. Some solid defense from Holiday.
They have a decent advantage in regards to rebounding.
Especially when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
Pass to Hayward. James against Antetokounmpo, and they double up Antetokounmpo. He got a piece of it.
Excellent timing by Howard. He knows exactly when to jump to deny shot attempt.
This James on the wing. DiVincenzo covering. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take two from the free throw line. It's on Donte DiVincenzo.
And he just powered through contact trying to complete the play.
Yeah, he almost got that one down. I mean, those are the kind of aggressive plays coaches love to see.
Grant, almost every night in your career, you drew the toughest assignments on defense. What makes a great wing defender in your eyes?
Well, I mean, obviously, I think you have to have certain tools. You know, you have to have the ability to move your feet. You have to have athleticism. But really, ultimately, it's about desire. And I always feel that guarding perimeter players and being a great wing defender is a lot like being a great rebounder. You know, you can talk about technique and this, that, and the other, but at the end of the day, it's about heart, it's about desire, it's about doing everything possible to compete on the defensive end against great offensive players here in the NBA.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Down low. Here's Jones. That's in. Coming off an assist from Hayward. Jones has got 6 here in the quarter.
He drops yet another dive, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
James passes to Howard, shoots over DiVincenzo. Howard's shot's good.
There's an example of that strength that Dwight Howard possesses. I love seeing him fight through contact.
Outside, DiVincenzo. Pass to Hayward, inside. Here's Jones, and the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
And I think it's time to put multiple bodies on him.
Morris, he's checked in for the Lakers. Dragic comes in for James. Lee, he's checked in for the Bucks. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Milwaukee on D. They lead by 8. Biggest lead of the game. And Dragic, here we go.
Clever, crafty defense. He saw that pass coming before it was even made.
Pass to Lee. Now here's Antetokounmpo. DiVincenzo with it. Knocks it down from distance. DiVincenzo's got 6.
He's the last guy you want to leave alone on the perimeter.
Here's Morris. Antetokounmpo covering. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. DiVincenzo, the pass to Hayward. And here's Jones. Antetokounmpo outside. Pass to DiVincenzo. Back to Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Kuzma. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Hayward, good.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
To win the run. Caldwell Pope's shot is off. The Bucks have gotten 6 of 8 shots to go and looking good since the break. Good chance here for Antetokounmpo. That one's good, and it's Hayward with the setup. Hayward's got 3 assists now in this one. Thomas, he's checked in for the Lakers. Here in March, things are heating up. Let's check out the teams in the West. You look at the Lakers. They've been enjoying a truly spectacular run this season, sitting on top of the mountain in the first place spot.
When I look at the Lakers, I recall them having a lot of naysayers at the start of the season, but now they may not have any. This team is ready for a deep playoff run.
They do have the pieces in place for a title run, but the competition in the playoffs will be stiff.
Here's Nora, defended by Dragic. Nora, that's good. 6 points for him.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
Pass to Caldwell Pope. Puts up a three. The rebound by the Bucks. Jones has got his 6th rebound on the night.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contributions.
Driving inside. No stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity and a three-point play. That'll belong to Kyle Kuzma. Sadaransky, he's checked in for Lee. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Tries to snap the cold streak. Morris, and that one's good. Morris has got his first points of the night.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
Here's Jones. That one is off. Now the Lakers take it the other way. Now Dragic. Boy, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Oladipo against Dragic. To the paint. Here's Jones. And good. Coming on the setup by Oladipo. Oladipo's got his 3rd assist of the night.
Boy, I love how unselfish Oladipo is. Great at getting his teammates involved in on-time, on-target passes.
Here's Caldwell Pope. He takes it in. Pass to Thomas. Let's go with a three. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Bucks. And some changes here for the Lakers. Harrell's checked in for Kuzma. James comes in for Caldwell Pope. And it's Caruso in for Dragic. And Milwaukee with a change here too. Ilyasova's checked in for Jones. Here's Ilyasova. And a miss there on the triple.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
James outside. 41 seconds left in the third quarter. It's going to be on LeBron James. That's his first foul of the game.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
And the Bucks making a change here. Holiday is checked in. Oladipo into the lane, and the bucket is good.
And they've really managed to dominate inside.
The play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And there's James from the arc. Sinks it from distance. James has got 7 points here in the quarter.
LeBron James can beat you from anywhere on the floor, inside, mid-range, or from deep.
Antetokounmpo outside. Out to Oladipo. 4 seconds left. Good. And Antetokounmpo gets the assist. Antetokounmpo's got 4 assists in the game. 1 second left. Doesn't go for him. And 3/4 of play in the books. This one's all but over already. The Bucks on top, just dominating this one. We've got more in store for you right after this. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. On the court right now for the Bucks, Giannis Antetokounmpo is out there with Gordon Hayward. Then there's Drew Holiday. Then it's Donte DiVincenzo. And it's Lee in at the three, the small forward. Well, Grant, when you joined Orlando, there was a very real possibility of forming a super team. Do you ever wonder what might have been?
Oh, B.A., I wonder all the time. You had a great young player in Tracy McGrady emerging into a star. And if I could have just stayed healthy at a time in the Eastern Conference when it was really wide open, I think all the time what could have been, but unfortunately it never happened because of that persistent ankle injury. I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
I almost can't believe what I saw. Incredible.
I'm speechless, man. I'm speechless.
He's one of the few players in the NBA who can pull something like that off.
Outside Holiday, Antetokounmpo, rebounded by the Lakers. Harrell's got 4 rebounds in the game. It's James with the drive. Oh, LeBron hammers it home.
Par for the course for James. I mean, he forces his man to overcommit, gets the bucket, and draws the foul.
And some changes here for the Lakers. Kuzma's checked in for Thomas, and Caldwell Pope is subbed in for Caruso. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Jones is checked in. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. Here's James. Oh, nice! Big finish! Man.
And LeBron is a force rolling to the rim. When he's driving inside, he's looking for the punch.
For Milwaukee, they've got none of their shots to go in this final quarter. 0 for 4. Hayward outside.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
And here's Howard. James with the ball. Kuzma outside. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. Oh, and a fast break for the Bucks.
You know, it hasn't been his best outing, but they still find themselves in the driver's seat here.
James goes in. Chalk up 2 there. James has got 11 here in the quarter alone.
Despite the play of the team, I think he's had an outstanding game. He's really done well here.
Timeout called, the Bucks.
Yeah, they're hoping to turn things around with this timeout.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
Lakers on D. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong. No baskets allowed. On the take. Jones' shot is good. Jones has got 24 points.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Here's James. Rebound, Milwaukee.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
Pass to Jones. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Holiday. Jones has got 18 points now here in the second half. The Lakers have gotten 5 of their 7 shots to fall in this final quarter. James. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a 3-point play here.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
That free throw, good from James.
Amongst the many things that I appreciate most about LeBron James, and there are a lot, his leadership. I mean, everybody else just kind of naturally falls into place behind him because he's such a good example and a positive leader. Boy, this is bad, tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter, man.
Milwaukee has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Hayward outside. Outside Holiday. Clock at 6. Oh, and Giannis hammers it in.
Absolutely awesome to watch Antetokounmpo rise up for these throwdowns. I mean, it's really quite easy for him.
Well, he's still battling, doing everything possible to keep them in this game.
And the Bucks shooting around 30% since the fourth quarter got underway. Here's Antetokounmpo. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
Well, how about the concentration of Antetokounmpo? I mean, he expects to get hit when he's taking it strong to the rim and still is able to muscle his way through contact. You know, at the end of the day, size does matter, especially on the glass.
Outside Holiday. He's off on that one. Oh, great D that time from Harrell. The Lakers have gone 7 for 11 so far in the fourth. James attacking. That one goes in. James has got 42 in the game.
So special and exciting to watch greatness. LeBron James tonight playing at the highest level.
Antetokounmpo can't connect. Time running out for the Lakers. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth. Holiday against James. Off the mark. Had a chance there to trim it to single digits. Antetokounmpo with it. Harrell picks him up. And the basket by Antetokounmpo.
You know, that shot's going to be there for Giannis Antetokounmpo because the defense is always worried about him attacking and driving the ball. It's just a matter of whether he can knock it down.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, and what a game. Now, I'm not taking anything away from him, but I was actually surprised the defense wasn't able to do more, particularly early. By the time they figured it out, it was too late. He really got in a rhythm and got rolling and never took his foot off the accelerator.
Well, you can bet he knows what kind of challenge it is taking on the defending champs. He brought it all to the table tonight. He didn't hold anything back, getting them the win. The Lakers with the ball. It's a 14-point game. James against DiVincenzo. And it comes off the front of the rim. Milwaukee has gotten just one of their 4 threes to go here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Oladipo. There's a screen. The teardrop. And he lays it up and in. And the Bucks lead by 16.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Bucks.
They really had things going. Their offense carried them tonight, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., tonight, simply they won the battle of the field goal percentage. I mean, it made all the difference. Should just about do it. Big time shot in the final stretches here.
And they deserve it. They deserve to celebrate a dominant performance in what's going to be a blowout win.
Oladipo on the wing. There's 49 seconds left in the game. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Looking to end the run. That falls. Nice feed that time from James.
There is a bunch to appreciate about LeBron's game. His passing is off the charts. Just look at that feed.
There's a screen. And fouled as he went up to dunk. Good aggressive move. He'll shoot a pair. First free throw is good.
Yeah, you know, Oladipo was the second pick back in the 2013 draft and has made back-to-back All-Star games in 18 and 19. His star is rising.
And the Lakers going with a whole new group out there. Robinson can't hit. And so it's Milwaukee with it. 22 was their biggest lead. To the inside. Here's Snell. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
So this one belongs to the Bucks. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Now, shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
And now let's check in with Allie LaForce with the player of the game. Allie.
Giannis, when your group is sharing the ball like this, how dangerous can this team be?
We can be really dangerous. You know, everybody can make shots. Everybody on the floor, they're basketball players. And the most important, we're having fun.
Winning's a lot easier when the shots are going in, that's for sure. Thanks so much.
All right, Allie, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for watching the NBA, brought to you by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.